bloody hell. It is absolutely imperative no one knows you entered this house.
Why'd you bring me here?
You were a bloody mess. No doubt the police would have stopped you. They stop you, they find me. And if they find me, my career is fucked.
Whose career is that?
Previous to this current engagement, no dealer has had the pleasure of entering my home, so be swift. Who are you? And what the hell happened, son?
I got jumped. It was some large dickhead with a big fist, coupled with a strong dislike of my face. He took the cocaine and ran.
The plot thickens, I see.
I followed him. It was a long walk with lots of twists and turns. Vague shadows in the distance, lights flashing past, and the air was cold. But I had to get it back. There was no way I wasn't getting it back. Man. Well, I got it back.
Right. Was the gentleman there to buy originally, or what? Look, if you got jumped once, you'll be jumped again. You have to address that. If you don't talk to me, I can't help. And boy, believe me, I can help.
I think I'm all right. Thank you very much.
Can you at least describe his
Is
appearance?
this a drug deal or an interrogation?
Apologies.
Money first.
Not how it works around these parts.
I don't give a shit how it works around these parts.
All right. Fine. Key to my case is in that drawer. Bring the bin too. Like a good lad. No need to count it. That's all you asked for. Forgive me for stalling, but can I ask you for something?
How many questions are you going to ask?
One has to ask questions in this business to survive. So tell me. Are you any good with prices?
Good enough.
That's good. You see, I'm not anymore, well, not over all. Cocaine, ketamine, heroin, it's fairly easy to tell what's good from bad by eye, but when it comes to pills, I run into trouble. Tell me, do you reckon these are worth?
Emma.
I don't know the street terms these days. It's just some form of methamphetamine.
Certainly not cheap, I can tell you that.
Not cheap. Good. Yes, I picked the bag up a few weeks ago downtown from some chap. Never took it myself, though. Didn't trust the man. Thought he was trying something, the slimy bastard. He could never hold my gaze. Coincidentally, he got nicked a short time afterwards, which is what led me to you tonight. I never trust a man who can't hold my gaze. Especially in this business, you can't expect to survive if you're not good at hiding something. It's been troubling me, trying to figure out exactly what it was he was hiding. Perhaps the prices were too high, or the drugs were faulty, perhaps. But I think you could help me figure it out. What do you think he was hiding?
I wouldn't know.
Really? I would have thought you knew all about inflated prices and worthless product. Jesus Christ. You really take me for that much of an idiot? In my own house? In my own room? You must be on some fucked up stuff if that's how your mind works. Unfortunately for you, I'm not just going to let you walk out of here and see where I live. That would be career suicide. But fortunately for you, if you can still walk after this, that is, you can act with some bloody sense going forward. You should have robbed me when you had the chance. You see, there are only two ways of getting what you want at the expense of someone else. There's the sly way, where you trick them and they realise they've been deceived later. Or the proper way, where you walk up, staring them in the eyes, and take what you want. Do you know the difference between the two ways? Empathy. Your way of creeping around behind my back ensures that you won't have to see the pain in my eyes, because isn't that so terrible? But if it causes you pain not to have what you need, why should you fear causing pain in others in order to obtain what's yours? Take that meat in my kitchen, for example. I know you saw it. That meat was once an animal. That was, until it entered my hunting grounds. And as it was passing through the grass, do you know what I saw? A trophy. A meal. Not a living, breathing organism. If it was, then why would we call prey game? There's no point setting a trap and waiting for something to happen. We have to go out and get it ourselves. Track the target. Take the shot. But you can't shoot straight if your hands are trembling. And if you can't shoot straight, you'll starve. I suppose you think your empathy makes you honourable. When we are children, we are taught that that feeling is a gift. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. What we fail to realise is that we're listening to those who have failed to achieve anything in life. You just expect to get what you want with a smile on your face? It is a curse, and it will destroy you. In this underworld we both exist in, no one owes you anything. The world is woven with inequity. The sooner you exercise it out of your system, the sooner you'll be able to afford that ticket to Germany, Carl.
What did you say? Who told you?
Tell me this, Carl. How did you get into this room? Can you remember exactly how did you get to the meeting spot? haven't got a clue, have you? You don't seem to have a clue about anything.
Who are you?
You'll just have to figure that out, I'm afraid.
I don't know you.
Oh, but you do, Carl. You do. A little part of you does. Has done for some time. And you will know me for a lot of time to come. What's wrong, Carl? Do you want to talk now? It's a little too late for that, I'm afraid. When are you going to stop using your mouth and do something of actual discernible value? You can't talk yourself onto that train, you mindless twit. You'd fare far better in here as opposed to the real world. A single step out there and you'll be trampled underfoot. Any other chap in your position undoubtedly would have reached his destination by now. And yet, here you are. How many more times are you going to feed the dogs that bite you? It's no surprise that your father hates you.
Don't talk about my father.
Your father hates you not for what you've done, but for all you can't do.
Don't.
What, are you going to get upset? Want me to leave Daddy out of it? He's right, you are selfish. Waiting without question for everything he's earned to be handed down to you. Whilst you go out and bring back tawdry narcotics. It's pathetic. And you expected me to believe that you could go out and retrieve what's yours? You are just a hare masquerading as a hawk. And you genuinely believed a skinny hare like you could rob me? Behind my back. That kind of stupidity won't keep you going for very long, Carl. Those mistakes aren't repeated. Sooner or later, you'll wander into the wrong field, and before you can run, you'll be dead. It could have been me. But those weren't my instructions, however much I wish they were. So, Carl, see what I'm about to do as a favour. Because after this you'll make sure to never make that mistake again. I'll be watching to make sure of it. Plus, if you see this as anything else, you'll scream. Good night, Carl.